What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Expanded Thursday, and today we're covering the Accelgor Wobbuffet Decidueye deck. Now, we have seen Accelgor Wobbuffet before, and actually did fairly well in St. Louis, make it top 8, but now we're including a Decidueye in this deck. And what Decidueye can help us do is hit crucial numbers to knock out our opponent coming on our turn or coming back into our turn, and that way our opponent can technically never attack, which is really cool. Alright, so we've seen Accelgor before. It has deck and cover 50, and the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. Shuffle this card on all cards. Shuffle this Pokemon on all cards attached to it into your deck. And of course, what we're going to deck and cover to is to the Wobbuffet with the Bide Barricade, which makes it where your opponent has no abilities. So now they can't use Rush In, they can't have Virizion if that's ever a thing again. And it just ultimately just shuts down your opponent and makes it where they can't really attack. Now, they could play Switch or an Escape Rope, but a lot of decks in Expanded don't run these cards. They instead run just like Float Stones and like Keldeos and maybe like a copy of AZ, and that's pretty much it. Now, we do play 2 Mew, which helps us use Versatile. Versatile can use any Pokemon to play, both yours and your opponent's, which allows you to deck and cover to save your Accelgors. Remember, when you deck and cover, Accelgors back into your deck, so you can't constantly just loop Accelgors. You have to search for them, but with Mew, you can kind of cheat that system. And of course, with the Decidueye, we have Feather Arrow, does 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, reasonably for 90, and the Hollow Hunt GX to put 3 cards from your discard pile back into your hand, which is why we play the 1 Grass Energy. We'll play 2 Shaymins as well to help set up, which might seem counterproductive because we do play Wobbuffet, but sometimes it's needed, and you'll see that for sure in the game. And actually, I want to give a shout out to Zach Zamora. He's actually the one who kind of submitted the idea for Fan Friday, and I did change the list up a little bit that he submitted in, but it's been really fun playing this deck. 1 Computer Search for consistency, 1 Escape Rope, get a Pokemon to the act spot, 2 Level Ball, which gets you Rowlet, Dartrix, Shelmet and Accelgor. 2 Revitalizer, this is just in case you do have to discard your grass Pokemon earlier. You can get them back, which is really nice. 1 Super Rod, get back Wobbuffet. 3 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, and 4 via Seeker for trying to get most consistency. 4 Forest of Giant Plants, trying to get that turn 1 Accelgor, which is really nice in this deck because now you have the option to get that Accelgor out ASAP and get a turn 1 deck and cover. 1 AZ to return 1 Pokemon back into your hand if your Wobbuffet does get stuck in the act spot. It's really nice. 1 Lysandre, of course, bring up a Keldeo on the bench if needed, or just anybody in turn. I mean, I guess not Keldeo because they can't rush and retreat because of Wobbuffet, but like Lysandre the Keldeo is probably the best option if you do have that, because your opponent can also Lysandre around your Wobbuffet, and then you use their Keldeo, so going for Keldeo early is never a bad option. 2 in, 4 Sycamore, 1 Xerosic to get rid of tools like the Float Stones off of Keldeos, which is really nice. 4 Float Stones, because you need that for Wobbuffet and Decidueye to give them that free retreat if needed. 4 DCE, and that 1 Grass Energy, so that way you can use Razorleaf, but mainly for Hollow Hunt to get back your DCs if needed. And there we go, there's the Accelgor Wobbuffet Decidueye deck. It's a lot of fun. It does take a little while to get used to the math. I'm still not 100% used to it, like I do mess up in the video, and you'll see that for sure. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Down below, go like the Facebook page and vote in tomorrow's Fan Friday video, so that way you can put in your input. I always get messages saying, hey, you should play this for Fan Friday, but you don't actually submit it on the Facebook page, and that's what you need to do. Look for the post that says in 24 hours we are recording Fan Friday, and whatever deck gets the most likes wins. Leave your deck suggestion there, and go like your favorite deck on that Fan Friday. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, so against Funk Master T, looks like they're playing an Yveltal Archeops deck, which is always like the most competitive deck and Expanded. It's always the most hyped deck, and it's always be one of the best decks. So we lost Coinful, we'll be going second, but maybe we'll get that turn 1 Force of Giant Plants, find a Wobbuffet, you get a deck and cover, and be good to go. Alrighty, and that's, what's really going to come down to. He can get the turn 1 Maxi, sure, that's alright. We don't start a Wobbuffet here, so he's free to use like Shaymins and Jirachis, but he can't knock out our Shelmet, which is fine with me. Alright, so press done. We're not going to put down the Shaymin, of course. And we'll see a Keldeo and a Yveltal. Alrighty, so this is a Trainers Mail. Look at top 4 cards of his deck, and let's see what does he find here. Now, we do have a Shaymin in our hand. We'll probably put that down. We'll Trainers Mail first to see what do we find. Do we find a Forest of Giant Plants? A Level Ball. There's a Parallel CD coming down. We don't care too much about that right now. If he puts it down, who cares? Trainers Mail. Look at top cards of his deck, and I bet right now he's looking like really hard for a turn 1 Maxie's Archeops. Because if he does this, he puts us in a terrible situation. There's a Parallel City coming down, make him only have 3 bench Pokemon, Dark, and a pass onto our turn. And we're going to Trainers Mail. Gonna grab the Float Stone. Because essentially what we could do, so what I'm going to do right now is Escape Rope, send the Keldeo up to the axe spot. Float Stone, Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. And with this, I'm going to grab a Wobbuffet. Okay. We will put down the Wobbuffet, and we will Shaymin for 5 new cards. Do we find a Forest of Giant Plants, and a Accelgor, and a DC, and there's a lot of stuff we need to hit here, and we do not hit it right now. And our hand is, I mean, we don't have a supporter card. So this is not good for us, guys. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to Float Stone the Wobbuffet. I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 to grab another Shaymin, which is like what you definitely never want to do. You don't put down multiple Shaymins, but we kind of have to right now. We're going to Shaymin for 4 new cards. Okay. And do we find a supporter card? And there's a Forest of Giant Plants, so we'll put that down. We will put down the Accelgor. Let's Trainers Mail. Let's see what do we find. So we find a Sycamore. Put that in my hand. I am going to put down the Accelgor. Put down the Mew. And I'm just going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, because I really want that last spot for Decidueye. But we find no Float Stone, or no DC to attack this turn, which is very unfortunate. We're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Lysandre and Xerosic to grab another Shelmet. We're getting another Accelgor out this turn, which is fine. Let's put down Shelmet, put down a Accelgor. We will retreat to Wobbuffet and just pass. I mean, we had a really good turn 1. Just no DC. We did discard 2 via Seekers, which could be a problem if he does, you know, have this Russian ability. But he really can't. He has a Lysandre plus. He has a Lysandre around our Wobbuffet. So there we see a Pitch Black Spear. Doing 60 and 60 to the Mew, actually, which is fine to me. All right, so we've top deck a Rowlet. I am going to Float Stone a Mew, and I'm going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. We need to find a DC. We find plenty of DC, so put a DC on the Mew. We will retreat into the Mew, and we will deck and cover 450, Paralyze now Evital, and we'll send the Wobbuffet with the DC. Alrighty, so there we go. The combo has started. Let's go, Wobbuffet. And my opponent is going to take 10 damage from poison. Okay, so on my opponent's turn, I'm going to draw a card. Next turn we can Revitalizer, which gives us back 2 Pokemon. We can Shaymin as, or we can AZ. So let's see, 60 HP. So he will get knocked out, come back to our turn. So right now I'm going to Revitalizer to get back 1, not that card, 1 and 2. We'll put down a Rowlet, Dartrix, DC, the Accelgor with the Float Stone. We will retreat into the Accelgor, and we will deck and cover for the knockout, sending the Wobbuffet again. Okay. I forgot to AZ last turn. I meant to AZ up a Shaymin. That was 100% my fault. I meant to AZ a Shaymin to get it off the field so that we don't have it in play anymore. We'll take a knockout gun at 5 prize cards. There's an Ultra Ball, which lets us have a Decidueye next turn. And we'll see the Keldeo come into the axe spot. So on to our opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card. There's a Sycamore, discard their hand, drawing 7 new cards. Gets rid of 2 VS Seekers, a Dark Patch, and some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, I wish we would have AZ up the Shaymin last turn, because we've been limited to different positions. So this Computer Search, go discard 2 cards from his hand, search any card, discard the Dark and a VS Seeker, so now he's down to 3 VS Seekers, and his only way around this Wobbuffet is to Lysandre around it. Now he could find a Evital, some Dark Energy, maybe like a Dark Patch and a DCE, and actually knock out a Wobbuffet. There's a Shaymin coming down, going to set up for 5 new cards, but Wobbuffet is the axe spot, shutting down that Shaymin, and you can see why Wobbuffet is so strong. We'll see the Evital come up, and yeah, pass on to our turn. Okay, so we get a Computer Search, which is fantastic. So now Computer Search, discard the Level Ball and the Float, the Trainers Mail. to grab a DC. Okay. We are going to AZ pick up a Shaymin. We'll put down Mew, put down the DC, retreat into the Mew, and we will deck and cover. Oh, let's make sure there we go. Deck and cover for 50, poison, and all that good stuff. We'll send the Wobbuffet again, and opponent's in a weird situation. You can see why this deck is going to start, slowly start doing well. Next turn we will get a Decidueye out, which is fantastic. We are down both our Revitalizers, but that's fine. And things are starting to pick up now. Okay, so there is a DC going to the active, and there's a Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 cards. I bet he's looking for a way. Okay, there's a Taurus coming down to pass for 10. Okay, so on our turn, we will Super Rod. Okay, Super Rod's not ready. Someone Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 to grab a Decidueye. We will put down Decidueye, and we will in. We maybe should have grabbed a Mew to guarantee an attacker besides the Accelgor, but we find a Mew anyway. Alright, so we'll put down the Mew. We will Level Ball for a Shelmet. Okay. We'll put down the Shelmet. We will retreat into this guy. So right now, Tauros, 6, 7... I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna start using Feather Arrow to the Shaymin, and we'll be able to knock it out in a couple turns. We'll put a Shoni of that guy, put a DC, and we will deck and cover for the knockout. We could have maybe went for a Skyer turn, which seems really cute because right now that Yveltal is gonna get knocked out, come back into his turn. Unfortunately, all right. So we got down to 4 prize cards, and we get a. Okay, a Wobbuffet. Hey, that's pretty good, right? So we'll probably see Keldeo come up. Okay, Taurus immediately comes up. Looks like he's going to go for a Horn attack here for 60. There, we've seen Yveltal come down. A Dark Patch to the Yveltal. Okay. And what I'm going to do this turn is put 20 on the Tauros. And then we'll be able to knock it out during our turn. 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, okay. So there's an Ultra Ball, 7, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, alright. So yeah, I'm gonna put I'm gonna Feather Arrow the active right now. And there's a Jirachi going to his hand, okay. He can't Stellar Guidance again. There's still a Wobbuffet in the act spot. And we see an N. I don't know what our opponent is thinking here. Why does he keep doing this stuff? I don't know. Alright, so we'll get 4 new cards. There's a Float Stone, a DC, and double Float Stones. Does he find a DC? For this Tauros, there's a Perilous City coming down. Go and discard Shaymin. That's fine with me. That's one less Lysandre target we had to worry about, which is great. Okay. We see a Trainers Mail. Look at top cards of his deck. And, I mean, your opponent has made a lot of crucial mistakes. Put down the Jirachi, put down the Shaymin for some reason. And we'll see a Dark Energy go to the active and a pass onto our turn. So, I'm going to DC the Wobbuffet. Retreat to it. Feather Arrow the active for 20. And I'm going to deck and cover. Alrighty. So it brings us up to 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. We'll send it to the Wobbuffet. Go Wobbuffet. Alright. 10 damage poison. On to my opponent's turn. Coming back to us, he'll have 90 HP left. There's a few more going to active. That does mess up the math a little bit. Dark Energy. Does he find a Lysandre? There's a Getsus. Going to hit 2 cards off this. Okay. And we'll most likely see another pass. Oh no, Dark Patch to Yveltal. Okay, that's fine. And a pass onto our turn. Okay. So on our turn, I think I'm still. Let's see. We'll DC the Shelmet. We'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. And alright, so put down the Accelgor. But right now, let's see. So 9, 15, hold on, 5, 6, 7, okay. 8, 9, 10, 11. So right now we're in a situation because we're gonna Feather Arrow the active for 20. Put down this Wobbuffet, Float Stone, and We will deck and cover, but now we don't have another attack. Our next turn we do 160, okay. We'll set up the Wobbuffet. So now he has 170, okay. 8, 9, 10. Oh, man. Okay. So what I'm going to do is Sky Return to knock out the Tauros. There's Dark Energy Evital, okay. And there's an in, which is fine with me. Our hand is not that great. I kind of did, man, the math on the Tauros is, I messed it up like really bad. There's a Mew, a VS Seeker, but we do have the Force of Giant Plants, so we do have an option to get out a deck and cover next turn. So there we go. On our turn, we find a Float Stone. So put down the Mew, Force of Giant Plants. Float Stone the Mew, and we'll VS Seeker for a Sycamore. Okay. Even though we messed up with the math, I think we'll still be okay. The belt's what messed me up. And then we found a Shelmet. We found an Accelgor. Man, I'm kind of scared. Like, because we knock out this guy, then Evital can do whatever he wants to next turn. So what I'm gonna do? I think we have to take a knockout here. So I'm gonna put a DC on the Mew. I'm gonna retreat into the Mew. I'm gonna Feather Arrow, put 20. Yeah, I should have been probably stacking on the Shaymin. Put on the Shaymin, okay. And we will freaking Mad Bull GX. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna Sky Return for 30. Which gets a knockout, okay. We'll send in the Wobbuffet that's already hurt. And the reason I went for a Sky Return instead of a Deck and Cover is the Mew gets returned back into our hand so we can use it again next turn. There's a Sycamore and a Wobbuffet coming to our hand, okay. There's an Evital. I don't to our opponent's turn to see what is going to happen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's a DC, a Lysandre. Bring it up to the Accelgor. He will take a knockout going down to 5 prize cards. Alrighty. So you can see our opponent is kind of mad here. Taking a knockout going down to 5 prize cards. We'll send it to Wobbuffet. Alright. On our turn, we find a Shelmet. Alrighty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is retreat to the Decidueye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's not gonna take a knockout here. I'll put a DC, Float Stone, and VS Seeker for an N. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I kind of wish I had a Colorless, but I'm gonna end, putting us down to 2. That's fine. We can't Sycamore because when we deck out, we lose that way. And there's an Accelgor in our hand, which is our last. I mean, no, we have one more Accelgor left. So right now, I'm just going to Feather Arrow, put 20 on the Shaymin, and I'm going to pass. Yeah, I should have been hitting the Shaymin forever. The Fury Belt messed up all my math, unfortunately. Okay. But he has to find a way to pick up the Shaymin. He could AZ. He's out of VS Seeker, so he might just have the one Lysandre. There's a DC going down to Shaymin. Okay. We see a Rush Chain Retreat and a Sky Return. Alright. That's unfortunate. Okay. So I guess we'll start. I don't know. We'll see. Even coming up onto our turn, we find a Mew. Yeah, we'll put down Mew and we'll just Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. I'm not sure the other Accelgor's in our deck, and well, there's the other Accelgor. So put a DC on this guy. We will Feather Arrow, do 20 to the active. Retreat this guy. And I can't attack anymore because there's no more Shaymin. Oh my goodness, that was a dumb mistake. I forgot his Shaymin was gone, so now he can take a knockout. Okay, things are going down here. Downhill right now. We gotta concentrate. So right now we're gonna press done. I mean, we made a boo-boo. I forgot that. I was gonna Sky Return, but obviously there's no Shaymin on the field, so we can't Sky Return. We're down all 4 VS Seekers as well. Alright, so things are going downhill. There's a TC going to the active. We see a Delinquent. Oh, that's not good. This is not good. Now it's got Rowlet, Wobbuffet, and this guy. Okay. All right, things are going bad. They went to bad to way bad now. All right, so it goes down to 4 prize cards, or 3. Sorry, we'll sit with Decidueye. Okay. On our turn, we will. Well, there's a Shelmet. Okay, so put down Shelmet. We will Feather Arrow 20 to the active. Retreat into a Wobbuffet, and we'll pass. Okay. Alright, does he have a second Lysandre? He's down all 4 VS Seekers. He hasn't played the AZ yet. There's a Darker coming down, give it free retreat. Okay. There's a Darker into Darkrai. And there's an Evil Ball for 180 damage. Okay. So right now, I'm going to put the Decidueye. On our turn, what do we top deck? We find a 4-star plants. So put down the Accelgor. We'll put a DC on this guy. Feather Arrow 20 to the active. And 7. Well, deck and cover. Okay. Doing 50, 110. With the poison, he'll be up to 120. I don't know if our grass is... there's so much stuff I don't know about, like... is there grass energy left in our deck? If we have a grass energy, we pretty much win, I think. He has to find an AZ regardless. If he doesn't find an AZ, we win this game. That's 100% the fact. Unless he plays another Fear Belt. Then that could be a probability. That could be a problem. So there's an Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard 2 cards from his hand. Discards Double Battle Compressor, okay. Because he's going to go down to 3. Oh, wait, no, we win. We win right now. Okay, hold on. 4. No, wait, we don't win just yet. Alright, so on our turn, there's a Float Stone. So we will... 3. Let's see. So 4. Oh my goodness. How much damage is he doing? How much damage is his Evil Ball doing? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. So he's doing... Alright, so right now I'm just going to end my turn. Okay. Alright. Because if this Evil Ball stays active, it goes down to 1. We can take a knockout if it stays active. But if it doesn't stay active, we're in trouble. Oh, my green screen's messing up. I don't know why that thing's messing up. Alright, we made some misplays here. We definitely made some misplays, but we might be able to take this. If he, like I said, if the Evil Ball stays in the act spot, and we see the Evil Ball, and we'll win this game. I don't know what he is thinking, because now he goes down to 220 HP. Decidueye comes up, and on our turn, we will Feather Arrow the active for the knockout, and there we go. I don't know why I put attack there. I don't know why my green screen's messing up. But we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. I made some crucial, like some big misplays. I understand that. What? Come on now. Fix yourself. No, you fix yourself for a second. I don't know. Alright, we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. Hopefully I don't play so softly, and I don't know a lot of the Accelgor Decidueye math, but you can see how you kind of manipulate it. I'm just, right now, this green screen is just bugging me. Alright, we'll see one more game of the deck here in a second, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so but against Himrick, playing a Grass, Psychic Colors, and a Lightning deck. I'm not sure on top of head what this is. So they're calling the coin flip. Hopefully you go first, get a Wobbuffet out, but we lost the coin flip, so we will be going second. You always want to start with Wobbuffet though, so you can like put a shame, or you can like make where the Shaymins don't work, Jirachis don't work either, and there is the turn 1 Wobbuffet. I'll probably just like Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore and a Dartrix for a Shelmet, put down 4 giant plants, DC, and just go with it and see what happens. Okay. So 2 Pokemon coming down for opponents, okay. And let's start the party, and there's an Eevee and an Unknown. So are we playing a Flareon deck? Alright, so Feral Letter, gonna discard the Unknown to draw a new card, okay. Now, he can't Energy Evolution because Wobbuffet's in the act spot by Barricade. We see Compressor. This should be somewhat of a good matchup if it is Vesqueen Flareon, because what we can do is die cover for 70 and then use Decidueye, put 20 on it, knock it out, and then do the same thing over and over again and constantly just chain knockouts that way. So we see an Execute, Vaporeon, and a Jolteon being discarded, okay. He can't use Execute right now. There's Sycamore, discard in his hand, draws 70 cards. Discards another Execute and a Flareon, but not the Flareon I was talking about. I was talking about the Bee Revenge Flareon. So see a Combi coming down, okay. DC to the Combi. Forest of Giant Plants coming down for us. Okay, there we go. So we see a Level for a Vespiquen, most likely. Alright, so we'll probably see, like I said, Vespiquen come down, and there we go. which still is the same thing. We can like smack it with this, we can smack it with the deck cover and then use Decidueye to knock it out, which is really nice. So we see Unknown coming down. Can still use Feral Letter because Abide Barricade shuts down every ability except for Psychic Pokemon. Okay. And do we see a pass from my opponent? Regardless, we're still gonna go the same play. We're gonna search for a yeah, I think we're still gonna Buddy Rescue. He can get an Unknown back into his hand. Okay, yeah, we don't get anything. That's true, Pokemon. Thank you for reminding me. We haven't had a turn yet, but maybe hopefully we try to make a Love Ball or Rowlet. Either one of those would be great because we have the Dartrix. We can put that down immediately. Feral Letter from the Unknown. Okay, and a pass on to our turn. Do we try to Love Ball? And there's no Wobbuffet, which still isn't bad. I'm gonna put down the Wobbuffet on Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 to grab a Shelmet. Okay, we do have one Shelmet prize. No Dartrix prize, so I mean nothing like no Decidueye line prize. Put down Shelmet, DCE, and Sycamore. Discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. We find a turn 1 Accelgor, but what does that give us? Right now, nothing. With Trainers Mail or an Escape Rope. And this Escape Rope could be, I mean, it is going to be huge. It's not going to be huge. It is going to be huge. We'll send up Accelgor, and we will deck and cover for 70. Okay, 50 plus poison is 70. We don't have another attacker on the field. But that Vesqueen is going to be in trouble with being knocked out. So 10 damage. I'll have 20 HP left. Alright, so now he can't attack. Yeah, that's fine with me. If the Vesqueen sits there for one more turn, he gets knocked out because it'll take another 20 damage. And yeah, it's cool. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now he's doing 90 damage. If he does somehow attack right now, which doesn't knock out a Wobbuffet, there's an end. Oh, he ends us. Alright, so this is great. Because now we find like a Shelmet. If we find like a Decidueye this turn, we can knock out this guy. Alright, so there's some pieces of the puzzle. Okay. There's a Trainers Mail. Look at top cards of his stack. Okay, what does he find here? Alright, can we find a way to knock out the Vesqueen? There's a switch. Oh no, he gets switched to Eevee. No, our plan. Oh well. Oh well, it happens. So a Ring of Guru coming down, okay. DC to the Ring of Guru. Is he gonna switch and then retreat with the Ring of Guru? That's what we're gonna see there, alright. And do we just see a pass from my opponent? Does he retreat? Does he? Nope, just gonna retreat. Alright, so on our turn, we find a DCE. So I'm gonna Trainers Mail, look at top cards of our deck. We'll grab a Float Stone, so that's good right there. We'll put a Float Stone to the Wobbuffet, put down the Mew, DC the Mew, and we'll give us both new hands of 6. Okay. Well, this hand's not good. It's not good at all. So put down a Rowlet, and I have to pass, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll pass. Alright, so on to my opponent's turn. That's very, it's not good. Alright, so what he can do this turn is retreat to the Vesqueen. If he does, we could use Mew to copy Ring of Guru's Psychic to knock out this Vesqueen. I mean, it's not the best strategy, but it is something. So there's a Combi going to his hand, okay. We could just be revenge for the, no, we can't. Yeah, we actually can be revenge for knockout. There's a Combi coming down, okay. Right now, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's only doing 90. So there's Sycamore, and he discards. He doesn't discard any more Pokemon. He does discard 2 Lysandres and 2 via Seeker so far, so that's good for us. Another Vesqueen hit the field. Okay. A Unknown will come down as well. Going to Farewell Letter, discard the Unknown. We really need a top deck like an N. Yeah, that's what we really need a top deck. So Compressor, go ahead and discard 3 cards out of his deck. We could Ultra Ball for Shaymin if we top deck that. That's not a bad idea. No, actually we hit an Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard Lysandre and Grass to find a Shelmet, put down a Accelgor, and be good to go. So we see a Flareon come down, which does make him a Fire type as well as a Grass type. And then we see a switch into the Vesqueen, and we'll see a Be Revenge for the knockout. But no, not a knockout. He is not knocking out. He's only doing 90. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he discarded a bunch of Pokemon. I missed something and something happened, and he's just doing a ton of damage now. But whatever. On our turn, we set up the Mew, and we just gotta hope we top deck a Shaymin. Okay, Revitalizer. It's not what we need. Revitalizer is not the card we need right now. We're still gonna play it to get down the Dartrix, just in case he does end his turn. So we'll grab Dartrix. We'll put that guy down. I mean, pardon me. I'm gonna put a DC on the Dartrix, and I'm going to be avenged for the knockout. There we go. There we go. 30 damage. All right. So we go down to 5 prize cards. We found an Ultra Ball. All right. So things are. We're gonna go this route a little bit different right now. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Does he find a DC? He's already down 2 DCs. There's a Combi coming down. Okay. We see a Level Ball. Gonna grab maybe another Unknown. He's already played 3 so far, so he has 1 more left if he wants to go that route. He actually has 10 cards left in his deck, too, so that's kind of scary for opponent. Don't know what he grabbed there. I kind of missed that. I did miss that. But next turn, like I said, we get down to Decidueye. We can smack the Vesqueen for knockout, but then he might be able to knock out a hard Decidueye thanks to Flareon. Alright, so we see an Unknown Ferrolet. I'm going to discard an Unknown, draw a new card. He is down 2 via Seekers. He's really looking for a teammates. So I see a Combi coming down. Okay. And if he doesn't find a DC, I'm definitely going for a deck cover. There's a Propagation. Return the Execute back into his hand. Are we going to see a retreat to Egg? There's an Ultra Ball. Discarding a 80 and an Egg. Okay. And if he goes for a Sycamore here, he's going to have 1 card left. So Instruct for 2. Does he find a DCE or a Teammates? Alright, so via Seeker for Teammates, and he will get a knockout this turn, going down to 3 prize cards. Alright. I think I'm still going to go for an Ultra Ball. I discarded Grass and a Lysandre to find a Shaymin and set up for some more cards. Because remember, he's down 3 via Seekers. He's down 2 Switch already. So I highly doubt he can retreat some Vesqueens out of the Axe Spot if we do get attack off. And there's a Buddy. We'll put a Wobbuffet back in our hand. Sure. Okay. Alrighty. Hopefully we just top deck a Shelmet. That'd be the greatest. We top deck Shelmet. We put down a Accelgor. Ultra Ball for Mew. No, Ultra Ball for Shaymin for sure. So is he another Vesqueen coming down? Okay. DCT active. And we'll see a B-Range going down to 3 prize cards. Alrighty. So he has 1 VS Seeker left. I highly doubt he has any more Life Energy like that. So we'll send up the Dartrix. Okay. On our turn, we find a Sycamore. Okay. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard Lysandre and a Grass Energy to grab a Shelmet. We'll put down the Shelmet, a Accelgor, DCE, and Wobbuffet and Sycamore for 7 new cards. With this, alright, so Sycamore, and let's see, what do we find? And, okay. So we can computer search, discarding 1 and 2 to grab a Float Stone. Okay. We will Float Stone this guy, put down Shelmet, put down a Accelgor. We will retreat into the Accelgor. And we'll deck and cover for 50 plus poison 60. And come back at our turn. We can knock it out if we find Float Stone plus Decidueye. Alright. So into our opponent's turn, going to take 10 damage. He can't really do too much, which is great for us. He's down 2 switches, like I said. He's down 2 Lysandres, 3 via Seekers. And there's a Trainers Mail. Look at the top 3 cards of his deck. I'm going to see what's left in there. And I mean, there's only 3 turns left for opponent. Alright, so a DC going to Vesqueen. Does he have another switch? So a Vesqueen coming down the field, okay. And 10 damage poison, alright. So on our turn, hopefully find a Float Stone. Okay, there's a Rowlet. Rowlet's not useful. So we'll Sycamore, just discard it and draw 7 new cards. No, alright, so the... Oh no, this is bad now. So put down the Shelmet. We will pass. Okay, so we'll pass. Alright. Take it down to 10 damage poison. Alter punch. He can be avenged for the knockout. But what I could do. So say we be avenged. Go down to 2 price cards, okay? Alright, so we're gonna set up the Dartrix. Okay. Hopefully we top deck a Decidueye here. Alright, and there's a Sycamore, okay? Alright, so Sycamore coming to our hand. Alright, this is still great. Let's see, who does he decide to set up here? Go to set up the Vespa Queen. That's really interesting, okay? So we'll play Trainers Mail, look at top cards of our deck. We will grab a Level Ball. And a victory, and there we go. So I'm pretty sure we would have won this game. I was going to Trainers Mail for Level Ball, just discard whatever. Super Rod, shuffle 2 Wobbuffets and whatever back in our hand. Sycamore, and as long as we find a DC... No, I was going to Level Ball for an Accelgor, sorry. Because there's a Shelmet and a Accelgor in play. We could have got another Accelgor. Had 2 ready to go. I mean, hopefully with that Sycamore, we would have found a DCE plus a Float Stone, taking a knockout. But you can see how this deck does work. You can kind of manipulate the damage and take out knockouts whenever with the Decidueye. That game, when you get the Decidueye down, but I mean, you can see how it does work. Had to record 2 games kind of quick today. Like I said earlier in yesterday's video, we are currently recording videos for the Elite Cup and trying to get those out ASAP, and you will start seeing those on Saturday. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thursday. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.